Welcome back, students. We will continue with our topic. So we have seen that how Aurangzeb he has rebelled his son Akbar, and then Akbar took the shelter against under whom, under Sambhaji Maharaj. And then what happened? So as a result, Aurangzeb he anyhow wanted to defeat Akbar. Okay, he want to vanquish Akbar, that is defeat thoroughly. And that's why in his conquer he took help of, he already had a huge army, but he took help of Siddhi of Janjira and also the Portuguese. So that's why Sambhaji Maharaj had to face many difficulties from these opponents, from these enemies, one at the same time. Let us continue on page number 37. The reign of Sambhaji Maharaj marks the first chapter of the Maratha War of Independence after Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, so this reign, that what do you mean by reign? Reign means a period of rule of the of a king, of a monarch. Okay, so that period when the Sambhaji Maharaj was ruling, that period is marked as the first chapter of the Maratha War of Independence after Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, Shivaji Maharaj had given him excellent education in civil administration and military campaigns. So when he was small, Sambhaji Maharaj was small, that time only Shivaji Maharaj had given him all the excellent training, all the excellent education, especially in civil administration. That means how to run the kingdom, how to take care of the people in his kingdom. Okay, and then in a very successful way. So he was given education in civil administration and also how to run the military campaigns. If the need arises, he can take help of the military campaigns and then achieve the conquer on the opposite enemies. Sambhaji Maharaj had begun to take interest in the administration of the state and the command of the army from the age of 14 years. So, see, at such a small age, only at the age of 14 years, only Sambhaji Raje has been taking interest in all these things which his father has been giving him education. Okay, so he was finding interest in these topics like administration of the state, and then whatever commands are given by the army, following those commands, obeying those commands. Right from the age of 14 years he has been doing that with interestingly. While he was still a prince, he had led attacks on many territories of the Mughals and the Adil Shah. So, when he was not a king, okay, he was not a Chhatrapati, when he was small, he was just a prince. Prince means what? Son of a king. Okay, he was just a son of a king. So, at that small age, when he was still a prince, that age also he had laid attacks, okay, on many of the territories of the enemies. Who are our enemies that time? Mughals and Adil Shah. Okay. Then French traveler Abbe Carre says about his battle skills. This is a French traveler. His name is Abbe Carre, who describes our Sambhaji Maharaj in a very good way. He says, even though the prince is young, he is courageous and brave like his father was famous for, and so and so. So he has described in his words, that French traveler, he has described Sambhaji Raje that even if the prince is young, okay, he is small, young, but still he is having all the courage and bravery like his father Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, and as Shivaji Maharaj was also very famous, we have seen in the previous lesson, yes or no, what all were the good qualities of our Shivaji Maharaj. So he was also like his father. When Sambhaji Maharaj became Chhatrapati, the war with the Mughals became fiercer. Fiercer means what? More powerful and destructive. Okay, so as he became Chhatrapati, who? Son of Shivaji Maharaj, Sambhaji Maharaj, then the war started with the Mughals, and that war not only started but it became fierce, it became more powerful and more destructive. Aurangzeb wanted to occupy regions from Kabul to Kanyakumari and create a grand unified Mughal empire. What happened now? What was the plan of Aurangzeb? That he was only in the plan to attack the kingdom of Shivaji Maharaj or the Swaraj, and he just wanted to occupy all the regions from Kabul to Kanyakumari so that he can create his own rule. Okay, his whole Mughal empire will be under his rule. That was his grand plan. So he wanted to occupy these regions and create a grand unified, means what, whole Mughal empire. He want to create his Mughal empire on that regions. His dream was to destroy the Maratha state completely using his, turn your page, military and financial prowess. Now what happened? He was using all his skills. Who? Aurangzeb. Okay, we are talking about Aurangzeb. What was his dream? Not only to acquire or conquer all the territory from Kabul to Kanyakumari, not only to create his Mughal rule over there, but also that the Maratha state should be completely destroyed. That was also his aim. So for that purpose, for destroying the Maratha rule, okay, for destroying the Maratha state, he used all his military and financial skills. Prowess means what? Skills, expertise. All his military and financial tricks, all his expertise, skills he used to destroy the Maratha state. But Sambhaji Maharaj shattered his dreams with his bravery and military skills. Though Aurangzeb had all the strongest point on his side, but still our Sambhaji Maharaj, as like his father, he was a very brave and master person. So using all his bravery and mastery and military skills, he didn't allowed Aurangzeb to succeed in his dream. Excuse me. He didn't allow Aurangzeb to succeed in his dreams. That means he shattered his dreams, destroyed his dreams. Troops of the Maratha army attacked many of the Mughal territories. Now what happens? The Maratha army troops, they started attacking the Mughal territories to fight against the Aurangzeb. Though the emperor's generals tried very hard for a long time, they couldn't win the Maratha fort of Ramsej near Nasik. Even Aurangzeb, his army or his force, they had attacked the area of Ramsej near Nasik. They had put a siege over there, okay, but still for a long time that siege was there. But still, due to the long efforts and great efforts of our Sambhaji Maharaj and our Maratha soldiers, this Aurangzeb could not succeed. These emperor generals, they tried very hard, but they could not succeed, and hence the Maratha fort was not won by them. Okay. Thus, Sambhaji Maharaj's valor brought Aurangzeb to his knees. Means the Aurangzeb could not succeed in conquering the Maratha fort of Ramsej near Nasik. Yes, and so this proves that the bravery, the valor of Sambhaji Maharaj had put Aurangzeb to his knees. Okay, means what? To make him bend down due to shame. Okay. Once he removed his turban in frustration and threw it on the floor. So Aurangzeb had become so much helpless that he was a loser, and due to frustration, that as he had lost, so he became very upset and he became frustrated, and in that frustration one day he just threw his turban. Turban means what? Feta. Okay, jo बांधते थे, that turban, he removed it and threw it on the floor. He made a vow that until he had vanquished Sambhaji, he would not wear his turban. And that day, in frustration, when he threw his turban, he took a vow. Vow means what? Kasam, oath, that until and unless he won't conquer or he destroy Sambhaji Maharaj, he would not wear the turban back again. Sambhaji Maharaj had rendered Aurangzeb helpless to this extent. So see how much our brave Sambhaji Maharaj had made helpless to Aurangzeb, that he in a frustration had threw his turban. Okay, so I will end my session here. Bye for now. Take care. Have a nice